Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I'm going to do something I rarely do, let alone try it on camera. So let's head into it. I'm going to be using my Glimmer hot foil system today, and I chose some Glimmer foil in the Glimmer aluminum color. I'm going to be making a sympathy card using the Pinkfresh Studios Joyful Peonies. It's a Glimmer die cut and stencil set that comes together. I'm hoping just to use the Glimmer and the stencil. If when I glimmer it doesn't come out straight, then I will use the die cut to get it even. I'm going to turn my Glimmer hot foil plate system on here. I think. Oh, it's not ready yet. I'll move it over so you can see the lights. I have the power light on, but the platform's not quite ready. So I am going to get my 5x7 card base while we're waiting, because I have not got that ready. And I have a 10-inch by 7-inch piece of paper. I'm going to put it on my mini scoreboard here, and I'm going to score it at the 5-inch line. And as you can see on my scoreboard, these numbers that were written on here originally are very tiny, and they're the same color as the platform. So they're very hard to see, especially with older eyes. So I wrote on the top in a Sharpie the numbers I need. And then I'm just going to fold this over to meet it. If you keep it in the corner, it often does a better job of lining up, but not always. So sometimes you just have to do it this way. And then I use my Cricut bone folder here. Not actually made of bone, that's just what it's called. And I score it down. So that card is done. And I have chosen, I'm making a sympathy card. So I have chosen a back piece of textured cardstock. This measures 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. And as you see my cutter, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some little fuzzies on here from the blade kind of ripping the paper instead of cutting it smoothly. So I'm just going to take, I have a diamond, it's just a cosmetic emery board, and just run it along the edge to smooth that off. And that's all that needs. And then I have this, it's kind of shimmery, but it's not really metallic. It's a gray cardstock. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Good, my platform is ready. And then I have a piece of white, and I've made this 5 inches by 7 inches just because I need to cut this down, possibly. So I'm going to put my Glimmer plate on my platform, and then I have the piece of the mirror cardstock, and I'm just going to brush this off. Just want to make sure that there's no dust or dirt particles on here. And then I have marked my platform pretty side down. Too many times I put it the wrong way and foiled my plate. And I'm going to dust off my cardstock also. And then I'm going to place this down. Kind of, well, let me get my tweezers and straighten that up a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to set my timer. And I'm going to put the 2 shims on it so it will be ready to go. And as soon as the timer light goes solid, then I can gently pull this out of the machine. And that's the key. Now, unfortunately, this platform does not fit through my Anna Griffin Empress machine. So I have to use my Spellbinders Platinum for this. I wished it did fit in my Anna Griffin. It's a lot easier to use with arthritic fingers. And hands and elbows and shoulders. And you know the drill. So we're just waiting for that. And I'll put my dusting brush back with my foils. I have a whole parcel full of foils here in all different colors, but I rarely use them, so I'm going to try and use them. I used to belong to the Glimmer of the Month kit with Spellbinders, but I was always getting the same foils. All right, I'm going to gently pull this out, and this sticks in here kind of hard. And it shifted a little bit. Now I'm going to put this over on my Spellbinders, which is over here to the side, and then I'm just going to slowly and gently crank it through the machine. And hope, upon all hope, that it comes out. Okay. All right, I'm just going to set this here, and we're going to lift this up. And well, we got a little bit of overfoiling, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to take this off with the magnet and then set it down on the mat. And I'm going to turn my machine off because I'm not going to use it again here. And I will set this off to the side ever so carefully. Yeah, this is not hot, so. Oh, cord's all tangled up. So let's just sit it down to the floor. All right. Now, it didn't overfoil on the image itself. It overfoiled on the edges, probably where I had a little bit too much pressure. So I'm just going to get out my mono sand eraser, and this should just take up any of this extra foiling right off of here. And a little bit up here. Okay, now I guess I will die cut this out. And let me just move get rid of my Spellbinders here. And bring back my GinaK. There we go. Because I kind of want this, I wanted it centered on the card. Do I want to use my lacy layer? Let's see. This might be too small. Yep, that's too small. So let's go up a notch. Oh, that one will be just fine, I think. And will that one look nice with my gray? Which is right here. Yes, I think that would look nice in there. So let's cut this out now. Though I could go up probably even larger. Let's see. These ones, this is the Waffle Flower A7 Master Set. It has 20 pieces. That's the same size. What about this one? Okay, yeah, I want to go the larger size. I just do. I love the look of the stitched outline, but I want a little bit bigger image. Okay. Oh, and I unplugged it to plug in my... No wonder it wasn't working. I hit the start button on my Anna Griffin Empress and it wasn't working. I realized I had unplugged it to plug in the Glimmer machine. Now it works. Let's put these layers back. There we go. That's perfect. There's still a little bit of foiling to get off up here. All right, we'll just set this off to the side. Put all of these layers back where they go. Part of my in-progress organization system is to put things away when I'm done with them, so that I don't have errant dies laying on my desk wondering, where does that go? When I'm done with my system, which probably will be a couple more weeks yet, I will show you how that goes. Now, I'm going to get out my Waffle Flower grip mat, and I don't see my large one, so that one's a little too small. This is not a Waffle Flower. This is one a friend gifted me, and I have not used it yet. I really like the Waffle Flower, so let's see how this one works. And then I'll ask her where she got it. It stinks, that's for sure. The Waffle Flower doesn't smell. This one does. Maybe because it's new. All right. The teacher in school, I always turned my paper to right. Is that what you guys do too? Or do you go straight on? Not that I'm writing. Let's see. Now if I can line up where this goes on the stencil. No, it doesn't go that way. It definitely goes up here. I am not the greatest at lining up. It should fall right into place. I see, I must have had my stencil a little crooked on the, not the stencil, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take, no, it's not a sticky note, but a little sticky tab. And I'm just going to put these little sticky tabs over here in the corner. I guess I should do the blue here, so that I know to line up the edge of my stencil over here. And this one down here. So if I get these two corners lined up, then the rest of the stencils should fall in line. My thoughts. Now I'm going to do, what's going to be strange, I'm going to do gray flowers since this is for a Sympathy card. I have GinaK Soft Stone, which is a light gray, and then Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in Hickory Smoke, which is a darker gray, and then black. I'm going to do the flowers in the Hickory Smoke with a light hand. Just like that. Oh, it actually lined up fairly well. Okay, so the second stencil is the leaves. I will do that one later because I want to do the flower color first. So theoretically, if I line up that corner and this corner, these should line up. Now, I'm going to go in with the same color, but with a darker hand. A heavier hand, I should say, darker color. Same color, but I'm just pressing a little harder. Okay, that's stencil 3. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go for the leaves. So theoretically, put this stencil in this corner, and that stencil in that corner, and the leaves should line up. Now, I have a piece of scratch paper down here. And I'm just going to get off as much of the darker color as I can, because the GinaK ink is very light. I'll push out my sleeves here. All right, now we're going to go a light-handed with a soft stone for the leaves. And when I mean light hand, I'm just gently rubbing across, not using much pressure, because I want the leaves to be gray. Oh, that is pretty. And then stencil 4. line up in that corner and in this corner. Now I'm going to come in with a heavier hand, which means I'm going to press. Okay. This is looking nice. All right, and then the last layer is just the center of the flowers. And I'm going to do those in GinaK Designs Black Onyx because I want them to be black. There we go. I will set these aside. I'm going to pause the camera so that I can go wash off these stencils, and I'll be back in just a jiff. Okay, I am back. I've got these all cleaned off. I wasn't sure about the black, if it would stain. I know red and dark pink stain, so I didn't want to leave the black on there for too long. All right, let's pick this off. This worked really well for finding my corners. I will set these off to the side because I could use those for something else. This grip mat worked nice. It has a rather nasty, strong odor, so it might have to go out in the garage for a couple of days to air out. Let's just clean this off. I'll just set this off to the side. All right, don't need my glimmer plates. Now I can save this, and I have a small solid plate that I can get another impression on that at a later time. Now I do want to stamp a sentiment on here. Let's see, where's my stamping platform? Hello. I had it. Oh, here it is, right where it's supposed to be, on its little shelf. Okay. Now, I have some Sympathy sentiments. And again, I don't know where these particular sayings came from. There's no indication on here at all where these stamps came from. My heart is with you. No. Thinking of you with sympathy is always nice. Maybe I can leave the heart off. I could even do with caring thoughts with sympathy and love right down there. Forever remembered, always loved. I keep going back to this with sympathy. I like that. So it will fit. I just want to cover up where the heart is. And I think I will do that with one of these sticky notes once I get the ink on here. We'll just do that after I get the ink. It won't be a major issue if the heart gets stamped on there. Oh, and this ink, I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair. I like that better for stamping. And let us take a wet wipe off the heart, and then dry it off. Put my little sticky on there. Nice. All right, that's done. So let's just clean this off now. think I want to, I don't, decisions. Do I want to put some more words down in this corner? No. Nope. Just that one. Okay, so let's start putting this card together. If I can find all the pieces parts now. All right, let's move the Glimmer. Here we go. Oh, that fits in there nicely. All right, so let's put the black on first. Make sure my card opens the right direction that I want it to open. Now the gray. Get that little extra glue up here. And then this one. Let's see, it almost started to cut through, which it shouldn't have done, so somehow there was too much pressure. Get that extra glue. And it's a smidge crooked. Now it has enough sparkle already. I did pull out some of these clear, and I really don't think I want to put anything on it. It may be my first card without added sparkle. There is a little bit of overfoiling still here. And that's gone now. So there we go. One fairly quick, simple sympathy card. I hope you liked the process. I do like the Glimmer machine. I just don't use it very often, as much as I thought I would when I got it, but I need to change that and start using it more. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.